I want to give you a little bit of background as we go through this slide, but I think a lot of folks have struggled with, well, tooting your own horn or saying nice things about yourself. I know I have in the past. And so I want to take a look at how can you do that and how can you get over yourself and some of the ideas that you have about it. So I love this little cartoon, but enough about you. That's hilarious. Isn't self-promotion too self-promoting and annoying? Maybe yes, but it's also a vital skill in today's world. Whether you're in the workplace or in personal branding, out in the community, whatever that happens to be. Yet many people struggle with how to promote themselves without coming off as arrogant or annoying or big-headed. It can be this delicate balance, and a lot of people may find it difficult. So many people have found it difficult. Even this class, I do PMI trainings, and this one in Las Vegas in 2023, for example, I start every course off with a slide that has them introduce themselves and then, say something unique about them. And then I ask them what they want to learn in this self-leadership development class. What was funny about this class here in November, well, not funny, it's not unique to them, but most couldn't think of anything unique about them. I don't know, just look at the picture. There's some unique characters there, right? And hands down, the most frequent request as to what they'd like to learn was around how to let others know that they can and do add value. Basically, how to toot your own horn without sounding like a jerk. This brought up two problems that I noticed, two very interesting aspects. One is they couldn't think about anything. They couldn't come up with one thing that was unique about them. And there's so much that's unique about us. However, we've been concerned with blending in maybe for a long time. Although one of the participants, not in this class, but in a previous one, when I asked her what was unique about herself, she said she was an identical twin. And I thought about that. And I thought, no, that makes you not unique. There's two of you, but that's besides the point. What is something that is unique? It was kind of a writer's block, but I guess it's more like a speaker's block when I asked that first question, because for me, when people used to ask me that, nothing would come to mind either. So, little confession there, right? At the time, I didn't think very much of myself. So I was pretty sure there was nothing valuable or unique about me. And then the second part was that they didn't know how to, we'll call it, promote themselves. So two unique problems there. So I have an exercise for you. Can you all get to the chat and then make sure that it says, you click the little drop down and it says everyone there so we can send out a chat. So what I want you to do is in the chat, I want you to type one unique thing about you. That's all. It's pretty simple. And I know you're thinking, oh, somebody else on this web event here will type into the chat, so I don't have to. Well, I'm hoping that you can do that it's been enabled. And there we go. We got something coming in there. Way to go, Janet. Way to kick us off. I appreciate that. Yeah, she was in a steel drum band in her teens. Whew, that's interesting. We got more musicians, an accordion playing poet. Jack raises chickens. That is awesome. Yeah, local library board. That's cool. Yeah, thanks, David. I love that. Carrie's been to concerts in 4 different states. See, it doesn't have to be anything super big, right? So when I look at my life, I wrote a book. Here's my book. I have won 3 Olympic medals. Okay, here's 2 of them. But if you notice on the little thing there, I don't know if you can see it on. Yeah, you can. It says Special Olympics because well, if you see this part, I play unified basketball, and I've won some medals there. Like, there's not too many people who can say that, right? So I've started 3 businesses. What are those things that you have that are unique to you? And I want you to try and list 2 or 3 more, at least, unique things about you, because I know there's some out there. And again, they don't have to be big. I do know someone who climbed Mount Everest and who put that in there. No, they don't have to be that big. So for me, I am I'm the oldest of 4 girls. That's me on the top left over there. And that's my sister Shelly on the top right. This was her first Holy Communion picture, I guess. I don't know. I have a dad who raised pigeons. That is also my backyard many, many years ago in Jeanette, Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh. Go Steelers. So seriously, I really want you to think about this. If you can't type in the chat, write them down on a piece of paper. List about 5 things, 2 to 4 plus the 1, unique things about you. Organize my daily task uniquely with a checklist. Okay, that's pretty funny. I am a commercial veggie farmer and a refugee from Hungary. Eleanor, that's awesome. Secretary for not Tuna Pro. I love it, Eleanor. Keep typing there. Bruce, soccer referee. Very awesome. Very awesome. I umpired Little League Baseball too, which is very fun. And just a fun fact. This is a side note. If you're watching the Little League World Series this coming August, you might see me on the field. I might have a mask on, but that's okay. Yeah, I get to umpire there. So your son was born on your birthday, Jack. That's pretty awesome. So cool. Why am I asking you this? Well, because if you can't think of anything unique about yourself, it's going to be hard to promote yourself. What else? Oh, when I used to work for somebody else, at one time we went through this downsizing thing and I had 100 direct reports, not making it up. It's just impossible. I mean, I think it was also unique that I also went into the CEO's office. He was 7'2" and 300 and some pounds, very big guy. And I told him that I probably needed a big raise because I had so many direct reports. And I told him, after all, Jesus only had 12 direct reports, and one of those went totally off the rails. So if he wants me to have 100, he's got to pay me more. What do those things look like for you? Dated a celebrity in college before she was famous. That's awesome too. I love the people who are typing more than one into the chat. Thank you so much for that. Adopted children from Guatemala. You guys are great. First generation to the US and was born on my parents' wedding anniversary. That's awesome, Rosaria. All right, Michael, Girish, Monica, met my husband in 3rd grade and his mother was my teacher. Love it. Now, why some of these things, some of you may be saying this has nothing to do with tooting my own horn. Oh, but it does, my friend. It has to do with the mindset that we have around ourselves. And if you can't find anything unique about yourself, it's going to be hard for you to promote yourself. Because what does promote mean after all? Well, promote is to help or encourage, to exist or flourish. I took 6 years of Latin in middle school and high school. So I did remember these words, but it means to move forward. Pro movere means to move forward or to advance. And that's what promoting is about. And some of us have mindsets or issues or thinking challenges around this word. And it simply means to help. Many of you like to help other people. First, you have to help yourself. Or encourage. Encourage to what? To just exist, that uniqueness that you have, and to flourish. So why do so many folks struggle with self-promotion?